This module is sponsored by the Cattle and Applied Drug Delivery Institute. You'll hear a little bit more about the Institute during my comments at the end of the module. So I want to welcome everybody. I want to thank the sponsors of the Pre-Connect conference. I know everybody's very busy. You all have choices about how and where to spend your time, and we're really very glad that you chose to spend your time with us today. We've, I think, got an exceptional lineup of speakers today to hopefully either help sort of reinforce some things you already know or help sort of broaden your horizons and think about things in a new and different way. So after we're done with the this module, there will be a lunch. We've got 3 presentations today. I'm just going through the housekeeping items here. So please turn off your mobile phones to silent. We will have Q&A at the end of each one of the presentations, should time allow. So we're looking for maybe 5 minutes of questions. So if you want to have lunch at 1 o'clock, your ticket out of the room will be to have asked a question. That was at the chairman's discretion. Just want to see if everybody's paying attention. But I mean, these kinds of sessions are really very, very valuable when we have Q&A. We have some kind of a dialogue, and we've got some very excellent expertise in these presenters today. And you know, please feel free to ask them questions or challenge them on some of the points that they're making. That's what makes it a very informative and impactful session. So with that, I'll go ahead and turn over the program to our first presenter, Dr. Marshall Crew. He's the CEO and president of Agir Pharmaceuticals. They specialize in early stage drug development. They work on new chemical entities, and they have a focus on working with sort of the most recalcitrant molecules in terms of their solubility. So I'll turn it over to Dr. Crew.
All right, good. Well, I want to start by thanking everyone for coming, and also for the organizers for inviting me to give this presentation. So today what I want to do is give an overview on solubilization technologies as it relates to innovation. So I'll cover a number of different delivery approaches, and I want to mainly focus on a high-level aspect of it. So I'm not going to get into any of the technical detail, but what I want to try to do is convince you that that innovation is an important plays an important role in pharmaceutical development, and maybe get you to think about how innovation plays a role in pharma from maybe a little bit of a unique perspective. So who's seen this clock? I'm assuming somebody here has. Oh, is it where? There we go. Who's seen this clock? Sorry, there's 2 images on the screen here, just in my defense. So has anybody seen this clock in real life? No? Who can tell me what's wrong with it? Does anybody want to guess? So this is an active participation talk. So, okay, so it is 24 hours. I heard that. That's true. But there's something else pretty fundamentally wrong with this clock. Any guesses? Yeah, so it goes counterclockwise, right? So it's pretty unusual, right? Most clocks these days don't. So, of course, it's old, 1400s. So maybe that's an excuse. But actually, it's a little more fundamental than that. So this clock was built at a time when mechanical clocks were very early on, and so people were experimenting with various ways of making clocks, mechanical clocks. So this one happens to run backwards. But why do you think it is that this never took off, and all clocks don't run this direction,